All right. There's one thing I want to talk about right now. I know I haven't done a rant video this time around, but there's been a few things that are on my mind that I'm going to talk about in this single video. The first thing I'm going to talk about is I did a video talking about why Quaker Oats, which in turn is owned by Pepsi, when they had axed the Aunt Jemima brand, and this was quite appalling to me because this was all because of during the George Floyd riots. I'm not calling them peaceful protests. I'm not calling them protests, period. I'm calling them riots because that's what they are. When the George Floyd riots happened back in late May, early June of 2020, you had all these companies want to call themselves pandering to this social justice BS. And I literally called out PepsiCo, which owns tons of brands. PepsiCo, they obviously gave the new name of Aunt Jemima. They actually call it, right now they call it Pearl Milling Company. And it just baffles me. It just made me so appalling, and this is literally nothing more than just a political stunt, because companies all of a sudden want to become woke as God himself knows what. And people like, I'm pretty sure sensible people like you and I are tired of the woke nonsense. I mean, I don't like it when people, I don't like it when anybody, or I don't like it when companies pander to people like me because of my skin color, and it's like this. The brand was fine. The Aunt Jemima brand was fine. I mean, it was better. I mean, it should have been left alone. It should have not been canceled. Now, I understand. Now, maybe if the family or estate doesn't want the brand X, wants the brand X because supposedly the company behind the brand, is still using it, and they wanna like stop giving royalties to them, even though that same family sued the company for that very reason, because they were not giving royalties to them or the original person who was behind the Aunt Jemima logo. But yeah, it's just a political stunt, and in my humble opinion. And I think, and I do feel that axing a brand because they're trying to push this cancel culture nonsense down our throats. it's really stupid. That's one thing. The second thing I want to talk about is Nick Cannon. Nick Cannon, who obviously hosted the TV show Wild and Out, which I gotta be honest, sometimes I watch the show, because some of the things they do on there is kind of goofy. So, but anyway, Nick Cannon from Wild and Out obviously gets his job back. Now, I don't know if you guys may remember, Cannon was the one who called himself saying, calling white people savages, which resulted him in getting his show canceled originally, literally getting him fired from the show. But I will say this: there are a lot of double standards. It's a lot of double standard. It's a big double standard to this guy. And I know some of you all out there are going to say black privilege. Some of you are going to talk about bringing up white privilege. But I don't know about you. I came up with this new term. Matter of fact, if not, somebody else already made the term up. But I believe it is celebrity privilege. And why do I say celebrity privilege, you may ask? It's literally because celebrities will push this, just like people on the left will push this rules for thee, not for me BS down everybody's throats. Yeah, let me repeat that again. Celebrities, just like people on the left, will push this rules for thee, not for me BS towards everybody else. And another thing I want to say about why I call it celebrity privilege is they can get away with a lot of stuff that they do. Yet, for the little guy like myself, and for those of you who may be watching this video, if we do the same thing like that, we'll suffer the consequences. I will say this: I've been thrown in Facebook jail multiple times. There was a time I've called. I'm not gonna lie. There was a time I commented on a post on Facebook saying, "Piece of S, white liberals," and I got thrown in Facebook jail for that. There was a time when I've called somebody the N-word. Keep this in mind. The word was censored. I didn't even put the actual N-word on the in the comment section, but I literally, what I did was like put the letter N and then put the majority of the word in asterisks. And I'm thinking to myself, I can't say nothing like that. I can't say nothing like that either. Let me say this. I'm tired of the hypocrisy from the left and Hollywood. This is why I refuse to turn on the TV. I refuse to watch any sports game or this, that, and the third. I'm just sick of all the hypocrisy right here. And if this doesn't stop, I will say this: justice will definitely be broken permanently. I am Chuck Johnson, a.k.a. Kid Thunder. You guys have a good night.